Scryptar here. Skyblock 116. No, not really, but I did make myself a little AFK spot up here, right over our farm. It's really this down there is where we usually stand, just 120 blocks lower. So I guess it's about time we actually have a look and see how the farm is doing. I should be able to do this quite easily. Woohoo! Ow. Worked. First try, no problems whatsoever. Close. Jump. Don't know if I actually showed that, but I did take out the water here and just have this one water column that breaks the fall. Oh, look at that. This AFK spot is awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, we're getting stuff. I also moved these over here. That looks weird. Is it supposed to look like that? I don't know. That's better. Are there baby cows in there? Oh, well. Okay, sure. Why not? Why is there wool up here? Because there is no glass block up there. I need to fix that. Oh, that's a bit of a pity. I thought I could go in here and, you know, pat the sheep. There is a redstone contraption down here whenever we actually get stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Can I? Haha, you heard it. I mean, it's the same setup as before. There is a minecart down here, but it's on the same level as this. And as you know, we need, underneath the hopper minecart, we still need a hopper, which feeds into a dropper, which feeds up here. So I do have a little bit of redstone contraption there to make the dropper go whenever it needs to. That works quite nicely. I also brought over all the wool. This is not just harvested in the last 5 minutes. Don't worry. Same here. So that is now down here. Because then I can do stuff while I'm down here AFKing for those guys. And as you can see right now, there's not that much happening. That AFK spot upstairs is really, really good. Speaking of upstairs, let's go. Let's have a look at how much we actually have. Ooh, so we got one full chest and a quarter. That's good. I mean, there's all of these still left. There's probably nothing. Oh, there's a little bit in here. So whenever we get more than like 2 or 3 gunpowder at the same time, one of them washes over here. And I usually just move them back into this chest. But okay, yeah, sure. How are these? Do I even have to check? Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. Considering we had, where am I? We had 1.5 full chests, double chests over here before we even started the gunpowder enterprise. We should be getting roughly equal amounts now. And that's good. That is really good. I like it. It's getting dark. Look at that. Look, doesn't this look beautiful? It's all gonna go away, but for now, this looks quite nice. Yeah, this is gonna be our mega base, our big Japanese style build. Soon, not today though. Today we need to make a shop to sell the rockets and maybe even the gunpowder and the sugarcane. I mean, we have it, might as well sell the resources for a little bit cheaper. That's a cool reflection there. Oh, that's a shadow. Nice. And we also want to sell books. These guys kind of give it away. Some of those had to die. Also, you might notice, open, close, open, close. I put the doors in sideways, so that is now actually closed and that is open. You know what that does? It prevents the zombies from breaking down your door because they think it's open. Minecraft mechanics. Isn't it great? Isn't it? Yup. We do have a couple people here. As you can see, this has been working overtime. I did have to make some changes, as you can see. Not many. It's working right now. If you do need a walkthrough to all of this, then I'm definitely willing to give you one. But for now, we're just going to leave this here. Otherwise, we spend all episode in discussing things that we've already done. I also need to stock up on some more potions, it seems. We do have people over here. Look at that. This guy is selling a bell for relatively cheap. That's good. We can also get an axe. That already has Unbreaking 2. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't really help when we put Unbreaking 3 on there, and it already has 2. Yeah, okay, sure. Sword, sharpness 2. I mean, yeah, it's not a wasted enchantment. It's on there, and we're gonna upgrade that anyway. if it had like Smite, which I don't use ever. Look at this guy. Any of these already on the weapon is good. If they would come with mending, that would be awesome, but they don't. Anyway, bows. Do you sell any good stuff? Well, you do have a power 2 bow, and otherwise you just have the regular one and the regular crossbow. Didn't get lucky down here. There is a chance to get an enchanted crossbow in this kind of trade area too, but I didn't. Okay, this guy was a pain. On the expert level, they do get 2 random things here, and usually it's one of the colored banners. Also, don't need you. And very rarely you get the item frame. I think I had to kill 7 of these before I finally got the item frame. We all know item frames are a pain to make, right? This guy, well, we haven't bought the saddle, don't really need dyed leather armor. But we can get a saddle, that's good. Redstone, glowstone, ender pearls, efficiency 5, lure 3. You can read this yourself, right? I mean, you can pause the video and have a real good look. We pretty much have everything we need. Some of this twice and thrice. Some I put in brackets because obviously we could get efficiency 5, but this guy already had efficiency 4, so if you just need to upgrade your enchantment, you might as well go with 4. Then again, efficiency 5 is somewhere around here. Right there. Yeah. So we do have pretty much everything. I think the only thing I'm missing is I want to exchange this guy because he really only has Fortune 3. And then that guy over there has Aqua Affinity, Infinity, and Respiration 3. As you can see, Respiration 3 is also here. And Aqua Affinity is pretty much everywhere. It's over there, it's over there, and there. And so that's not really necessary. The only good thing here is Infinity. If I could get Infinity and Fortune 3 in one, well, yeah, that would free up one whole stand. I could do something else with it. There is still room for, I don't know, fire aspect for your sword, which nobody ever uses. But these are the common ones, I think, that you want. Even that multi-shot. I only wanted Frostwalker. That's one of those things. If I can get Frostwalker and Fortune 3, one of these guys has to go. Yeah. And there's more room. You also need to get some farmers in here and all that stuff to be able to actually trade something to get emeralds. Yeah. But now, we do want to sell all the stuff. And you can probably guess all of these were zombified at some point, and they usually just cost 1 book. And 1 emerald. There are some that are more expensive, and some have been zombified multiple times. I mean, this guy sells the name tag for 10, 9. There should be some in here with 5 or 7, 15. He only has been zombified once. And that is pretty expensive still. Ah well. It's hard to get the stuff. It is. So, let's head over, first of all, to our bed, and afterwards to the shopping district and have a look at an area where we can set up a shop. It's going to be a big store this time because there's a lot of books. There's this stuff, which is basically 3 different resources. That sounded weird. Thought someone was sneaking up on me. And we're also going to do more farms. We're going to sell more stuff. And I really just want to have one big store for everything, like Scryptar's Emporium or something. We'll see. Meet you at the shopping district. And we have arrived at ye olde shopping district, where Boden has built his slime shop. I think I at least ran past this in one of the last episodes. Boden has set up a slime farm, it seems. And he's selling stuff. 2 diamonds for a stack. 2 diamonds for a stack? Well, if you don't have any competition, I guess that's a fair price. I also didn't show my Torii gate. That's the, well, rather small version of it, and pretty much cobbled together in 2 minutes. I had leftover banners, I needed to use them for something. I kind of thought this would mark the entrance of, well, Chinatown, if you will. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Here you go. And we have this area here. This area as our Chinatown, Asian town, whatever you want to call it, Japanese temple district. And don't fall. And we set up some shops over here. I think right now we're going to use that space over there. Yeah, that was a mountain. Yeah, I cleared that out. Took me a while. Took me 2 hours. And I started putting down some path, and I thought, well, that's boring. Let's put on a real path here. And I think this is the first thing we're going to do right now. This is going to be sort of a Zen Garden type thing. So we're going to have a Torii gate here at the entrance and one over there at that entrance. And there's a path going through, which is already lit up a little bit. Pretty much below every of these leaf blocks there is a light. So that works out pretty well, as you can see. Everything is green. And we're going to have some water in here, and we're going to have some sand area over there, and probably a little bit of stone over here in the corners and such. Some flowers already in. Yeah, I'm going to see. You know, Zen Garden type deal. Google it. It makes the area look greener than before with all the mycelium around here. So that's definitely one thing we're going to do. And we're going to start that pretty much right now. And then we have the road going off this way, or the path going off this way. And I think we're going to use this area. I may have to fill in some of these spots, because what I'm planning is going to be rather big. This is a 16 by 16. I think the outside is 18 by 18, so the inside is a chunk. This is exactly one chunk plus a border around. Yeah, so that's 18 by 18. I think the shop interior will be, or at least 15 by 15. So roughly this size is the interior size, probably 2 layers, which is about that size, minus the redstone that's in there. Well, I don't just want to have a building. I want a surrounding area as well, like some garden-y type areas or some tables and chairs to sit down. You know what? I'm just gonna start putting down some markings. I also need to bring some stuff over here because I came completely unprepared. And then we see how big this is gonna be. And I can still not do any time lapses. I'm just gonna bring you in periodically, I guess. This is probably gonna take longer than this episode, because we're already halfway through. Well, right? Finally! That was very, very long rainy season. Anyway, so the Zen Garden is done. Look at this. We have a lovely little Torii gate here. That's the big, well, the medium version. That's the small version. You come in here and you walk along the path. Let's sneak so we go slower. And you have some bushes around, some greenery, and you have your lovely park to go through with your walkway, and then you can have a look at the water. It's all still, mostly. And it's all calming you down, some flowers and all the nice stuff. Over there is the nice and well-kept sandy area. The stones are all strategically placed. There's no randomness here, not at all. And over here on this side, you have where the walkway comes too close to the water, and you're in danger of eroding the territory here. So we have some wooden supports. I love waterlogging. It's just awesome. And yeah, that's your little Zen Garden. It doesn't serve any function other than being there. And I'm completely okay with that. All the bamboo has string on top, as you cannot see. Well, at least by the hitbox you can. So they won't grow any taller than that. Keeps it looking nice and tidy. And then there's this. And you're all going, huh? I don't see anything other than lambs. Yeah, that's you're kind of right there. I kind of underestimated a little bit the size of what this shop is going to be. Look at it! Look at this thing! That's what we're going for. If you need measurements, you need to stop the video real quick and make a screenshot. Right now! Let's do that again, just because we can. Also, I have so many rockets, I don't even care anymore. There you go. Ah, this is fun. This is lovely. Yeah, I need to do some terraforming here, I think. But then again, at least we got parts of it laid out. That was a good landing. There you go. So the actual house is that stone part. It's a 17 by 17, as you can clearly see from my marvelous font design right here. And then there's going to be a little bit of an outer courtyard style area that has, well, that wall right there is going to be 31 by 31. Then we have some sections. They are either 5 by 5, the interior, not including the actual stripped what is it? Birch? I think I used birch for that. Might have been oak. I don't know. The interior is 5x5 or, well, 5x11, obviously. And the very outer wall is 43 by 43. That's going to be a big thing. That's the biggest build I've done so far. Then again, that's going to be the house. Probably 2 floors. So it's actually a little bit smaller than that one, I think. It's a square footprint, and that really, I think it isn't. Is it? Oh, no, it is. I can't remember. I think that's 21 by 21. That's 17. Well, yeah, that's 2 floors. That is kinda 2 floors, but only kinda. It's getting dark. You can't see anymore. I'm gonna start digging some stuff out and marking some things, and then we probably should start with the building, because if I build the outer part first, which I already know what I want it to look like, then you can't see past that onto the actual building. So, yeah, I guess we at least have to start with the first floor here. Ha. Time to sleep. That's my bed. Ugh, right there. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? It's about time we start with the inside building now. I've done the outside as far as I can without obstructing the view for you guys. Ugh. Perfect landing, 10 out of 10. So, I gotta say, wait a second. I gotta say, can I? Thank you. Basalt is my new favorite block for the bottom of a pond. Look at that. That's all the same block, but it being directional when you put it on its side. You can do some really nice patterns, and I mean, the upside looks a little bit like cobble, but not as in your face. This looks really good. So yeah, that's what we're going with. We're gonna have a little bit of a hedge around the outside here. Then we're gonna have the inside area, which will be, well, open, not necessarily to the sky. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a roof on it. These are the pillars for the roof. But yeah, you know, you can sit outside, and look around, and be comfy. These areas here, it's basically seating, I'd say, is accessible from the outside, as soon as there is an outside that makes it accessible. Especially over here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna work on that later. That's probably the last thing we're gonna do. We have... Oh, too fast. Well, took a bath, even though I didn't want to. Thank you. I'm wet. We have the entranceway over here, that's connected up. And as you can see, we have some nice pillars going on. I like the effect that we're getting here, since we're using the gates. When you attach them to a wall, they're like centered vertically on the wall. But when you're doing fences, they're on the top and not in the center. So you get this nice archway here. And we're using the same pattern we have down here. It's basically fence post gate, all the way around. That looks pretty good. That looks like a real fence. And not just, you know, using fence posts. We're using this archway here to also hang some lamps. We're doing the same on the other side, obviously. And going with a bit of a yin-yang pattern, if you will. Like, you have long, short, long. And then you look at the trees, you have short, long, short. Or you can look at it the other way around, like bottom, top, bottom. Bottom, top, bottom. It's a nice thing, kind of. It's symmetrical while it's asymmetrical. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We're going to have more of these. There is going to be more of these fences going around the outside, probably. But for now I'm going to leave it, because, as I said, it would obstruct the view of what we're going to do in here. We're going to do this first. I'm going to leave the inside completely empty for now. There is going to be a floor. That's why I filled this in, so we can put blocks on top. I haven't decided on the floor yet. It might be, like, probably not acacia planks. These are on the outside. I might do spruce or maybe even birch and give it a bright inside. We need to put some light in there, obviously, to make the shop look good. Not because we needed to light it up for mobs, because, you know, Mushroom Island, there's that. That block needs to go right there. I missed that. And yeah, there's going to be a building here. That's where the roof starts, right there. It's the next thing I'm going to do. Oh man. I need a tree farm. I need a tree farm. I need a wither skeleton farm. I need all the farms right now. Dang it. So it is work in progress, but it is progress. I mean, look at this. This is looking gorgeous. Oh, we're going with the usual style. On the outside, we have these kind of circular windows, entranceways, and all that. Trying to do that here, it's not that easy because we don't really have a 3 thick wall where you can have your basic shape in the middle and then you can frame it from the outside. But it kind of works. I can hide some light here. Using bamboo for some plants. It's not centered, drives me nuts, but there's nothing you can do. It's bamboo, right? For the most part, this works. I could probably hide some lights here if I wanted. Then again, there's already some there. I'm gonna put some plants in here. Probably not the biggest ones, because otherwise, if you put 2 tall plants in here, yeah, not gonna do that. Some lights going around the outside, some fences. Everything looking really, really nice. I like it. Some benches to sit. Maybe I'll put some tables in here. I don't know. I like this wide walkway so you can actually walk around and not bump into things. Right, other than that, let's have a look at the inside. Yup. It's pretty symmetrical, isn't it? We have a lot of storage space. We're using these barrels and, well, singular chests. So, you can fit a lot in here. I like that. Carpet, hiding some lights underneath. There's some lights in the corner, as you can see, which is pretty much why I have the plant pots there, the big ones, because try to frame in a window when you have to frame in 2 windows in 1 block space. Didn't really think about that, but it kind of works because you don't really notice there is something else there that draws your attention. I mean, especially on these sides, that's the elevator to the upper floor. It's also going to be kind of interesting because this is in the middle of the wall. At least for the upstairs, I planned the walls. I mean, look at that. This is looking. Lights in here. Wait, yeah. Just there. Do their thing. That's what the lights do. They do their thing. I could even put one down there, although that is a floor tile / ceiling tile, so probably not. Maybe one up there. I'm gonna have each of these sections will be one of these windows, and then we don't really have anything for the corner, so that's why I put the elevator in there. Like I said, it's gonna be a bit of a thing. This is the middle of the wall. I need to make this look good somehow and transition from this being the inner wall to this here being the inner wall surrounding that elevator shaft. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing, but it's not gonna be a thing for today. For today, we are done. Let's jump off, fly into the evening, even though it's morning, somebody just slept. Yeah, this is looking good. I like how this is coming together. And I can wholeheartedly say this is the first build that I'm doing completely by myself. There is some inspiration in here from other videos, especially regarding the outside. I took a lot of inspiration from, I can't even remember, I'm sorry. But there was one video. Although, completely different block palette. The dimensions, I think, are also different. And, you know, what am I even talking about? I'm doing things. That's what I'm saying here. I'm doing things. I'm designing this completely by myself. Especially the whole interior part is all by myself. You might recognize the way the roof is shaped towards the corners. We're doing that pretty much everywhere except on the shrine here. But everywhere in all our other bits. So, oh, almost. Yeah, this is coming together. Hopefully, next time we will have this finished. People are already asking for rockets and for gunpowder and for all the good stuff. So, we need to get this done. Look at this entryway. Look at that. Looks gorgeous. I'm loving this. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.